What's up, guys? Chase Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and today you're coming along with me for a round of tags at a private course. Let's get to it. So the story behind this course is pretty cool. This social club basically had its budget build up because they had to cancel their events because of COVID and lockdowns. And one of the board members is a disc golfer. And he basically said, hey guys, with the money we have saved up, I can probably put a disc golf course on the property. He got the vote. He ended up coming to the Bucks County Disc Golf Alliance and he bought our old Mach 3 baskets from Tyler. And he installed a 19-hole course on the property and he nailed it. I mean, he researched course design ahead of time and I think he really did a great job just utilizing the property really well. There was like one tee pad we recommended he shift and he did that. And other than that, it was perfect. It's a lot of fun. The longest hole is 320 feet. Everything else is, shorter than that and still really technical. You are going through a community though, so there are a few mandos to keep you out of people's backyards, but feels like a normal disc golf course, really. Again, this is a private course, though. That's why I'm not saying the name, because in order to attend, you do need to be escorted by a member. I am a member, so if you're local and want to check it out, hit me up and I can bring you along. You get a couple free visits, and then you need to either decide to join the club or wait till next year when your visits reset. So it's a great time. Before we get to the round, though, one more note. I mentioned it in my last video. Unfortunately, my camera app updated and broke a lot of things for Samsung users, so you will see, unfortunately, again in this video, I do have a few shots where the color is just really funky. So apologies for that, but I think I've got it tuned up now. I have to record in a lower frame rate, but the color doesn't seem to go crazy anymore. And hopefully they will release a patch or a new update that fixes all the things they've broken, and I won't have to deal with that anymore. But with all that out of the way, let's get to the round. Starting off on hole one, we're throwing off of the road here. Basket is down and to the left. There is a mandatory tree there up on the left-hand side to keep you out of the parking lot. So I'm playing for a nice hyzer with this mid-range. Played a little wider than I wanted to, but still gets me to the green. I'll be starting the round off with a birdie. Hole two is a tricky straight shot. Basket is straight ahead, but there's a slope going left to right, and there is a crick on the right-hand side. So I tried to go from a standstill here, juiced it over a little bit, kissed that tree, kicked up onto the hillside, so have a long look to save the birdie. Give it a good bid, but I just hanging out too far to the right, so I'll be tapping in a birdie. Hole three is a bit of a top-of-the-world shot. Really love just forehanding my entropy off the top here and trying to go for the ace every time. So just behind the basket.
I want this one. Did you flick it?
Yeah, and still leaves me close enough to go for my birdie. Hole four is a tricky tunnel shot with a low ceiling. My play here is a standstill with a slightly overstable putter, just so I can give it a good rip and stay under the leaves. Unfortunately, I crank that one over a bit and get swatted straight down. I'm just playing a nice, safe forehand with my plasma entropy to get my par and get out of here.
Yeah.
Hole five is a tricky forehand shot. Basket is uphill to the right, just past the tree line, so I like to go up and over, crash in. And normally that would have worked perfectly, but I forgot to account for the headwind, so it checks me up a little early. I hit the tree.
No, I'm the top capper. That's a leaf.
Takes me a minute to find my disc. I'm back in the back buried under some leaves. And I have this low putt from a knee with a ceiling. I'm actually just off screen. Thought I had it. Unfortunately, showed nose down and the wind knocked me down. So I'll be knocking in a par. Hole 6, I love to just rip on a putter here. Pretty much a straight shot. They have some new trees planted. So in a few years, it's going to be a nice little tunnel shot. Just give the envy a good rip, and you see the tailwind just knocks my disc out of the air. But you still have a putt for birdie.
Tailwind just dropped it. That was an envy. He has a book available on Amazon. See, he'll never make it as a sandbagger. Wait, you're not recording that, were you, when I said that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, into a headwind.
Hole 7 is a tricky downhill shot. The left side has a lower ceiling on the straight shot. The right side hyzer does give you more room to work, and that's my target. Unfortunately, I get razzed by a dog. Slip out, do get a little bit of a tree kick, so I do have a putt at the basket.
It's on audio. You'll hear the wolf in my backswing.
You hear me belly aching to Bob before he throws. And he hits the line I was going for and parks it.
Oh yeah, and he parks it. Yeah, I see this game. Thank you, sir.
Fortunately, my putting game was just not with me today. Releasing nose down, which isn't my preferred style, and just getting knocked out of the air. Hole 8 I've been having trouble with trying to hit that hyzer line, so I'm just going to throw a line drive at it.
I was going right at it.
Straight in the woods, right under the basket.
Wow. Good shot.
Hole 9 is a tricky forehand shot or turnover. Basket is tucked into the tree line on the right here, and you're starting from the tree line throwing, so I'm trying to take my Cosmic Neutron Volt out wide, swing in, but this was just a really weak throw on my part. Didn't much snap into it, so well short.
Good in. Perfect.
So there's a few windows that I could try to punch through the basket, but there's no real point to swing this entropy out wide. Give myself like a 15-foot putt right at the basket. Shouldn't be a problem. Hole 10 is a fun shot across the field, although the wind can be very tricky out here. See Bob playing the hyzer line to sneak under that guardian tree there. And nestles up right under the basket.
Yeah.
I'm taking the more direct line with the Neutron Hex.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I air bounced the heck out of that thing. Just did a low runner.
Yeah, it's low though.
Does get me to the circle, but I'd like to be a lot closer on this hole. Unfortunately, the putting is still not there today. Hole 11 is a straight shot to the basket inside this little grove of trees. I have been pulling it to the right, so I'm trying to compensate with the plasma entropy. The line's everything I want, but it's a little high, and unfortunately I hit that guardian branch coming across the front of the opening. Knocks me down short. And the putter still is not on. Hole 12 is basically a touchy upshot here. There's two lines, the left one which is really tight, and this right side line I'm just playing the hyzer with the entropy. Playing long here, you'll see there's a guardian log across this green that'll stop you like 20 feet short.
I got film.
I basically go around it, still have the same length of putt though. I'm a little on the higher side though, so the basket's a little bit more level to me. Unfortunately, I overcompensate for on the left side misses and chain through on the right. Just got a bit of a roll down the hill too, but I should be able to save the par. Hole 13 is my least favorite hole in the course. Just look at all the trees in the fairway you got to navigate. Any kick can be disastrous. Game plan here is just rip my Neutron Envy straight down this gap on the right-hand side and hope for the best. And for the first time ever, the best happened.
Oh, you should have played yesterday. You would have won the CTP.
This is like my third birdie ever on this hole, and definitely the least stressful.
They were the Evo.
Okay,
So they were, I'll say, at least 170.
Hole 14 is real interesting, just the way the tee pad's facing in relation to where the basket is. I usually come in here on a sharp angle and throw a hyzer to the left side. Love the line. Just coming a bit short though. You'll see this is actually built up around a baseball field there, so if you come in real early, you can have the putt obstructed by the batting cage there. Hole 15 is another shot across the field. This is the longest hole in the course, coming in just under 320 feet. So again, I want to try and smash the Cosmic Neutron Volt. And this was unfortunately just a really weak shot on my part. Never even got the disc to flat. Coming well short of the basket. And that is one of the saddest putts I've had in a long time. Hole 16 is kind of fun. You got 3 alleys to choose from to get out into the field here. I just take the plasma entropy through that right gap on a hyzer. There is OB water on the right-hand side, so once I kick a tree, I should be safe. Did come up a bit short here, but still got a birdie putt. Hole 17 is a real fun ace look. Unfortunately, that Mando on the right cuts off like the big sweeping hyzer, so I play this one a little tight to the Mando. Didn't get enough air under, but I did give it a good, shot to the green, so I got a birdie putt.
Oh, he's over. It's just like back now. Hang out with me.
Hole 18 is one of my favorite tee shots on the course. Mandatory on the right to keep out of that backyard. I'll throw my beat-up putter. Nice high to the left and drift over. Unfortunately, this one I did pull a bit more inside, and a guardian tree knocks me down. You can see here the basket is up on this bowl hill, so I have to do a floaty run for the birdie. Can't really take a straight run at it, or I'm going way long.
What? Oh, some of those people for step up. Oh, it's just a bad one. I'm possible, even
And the final hole, hole 19, is a very tricky dogleg to the right with a Mando tree there. So I'm trying to float a forehand, and unfortunately I roll my wrist and stall that one out.
Mike Dietz is beating me again. God damn it.
second one.
I do have a long look, but just not as close to the basket as I'd like to be. Give it a run, but I'll be settling for par. So I came in with a -8, which isn't terrible, but wish the putter had been working. Could have been much better. This league does actually play with handicaps, though, and I'm a -5 handicap at this course, so I really only shot 3 under par, which is definitely not enough to keep me in contention for the good tags. I think I got bumped up to like 17, So, got some work to do. Really great course, and again, shout out to the community. It's another cool story about this place is as more people from the community come in and play, they all get behind the course. You know, they have a guy who's like, oh, I'll build benches for you. Oh, I'll, you know, one of the metal workers help put the sleeves in and secure the baskets in the property. They've rigged up some kind of little boxes on top of the holes, as you saw on hole 1 there, that you can put glow lights up into, and it's a really cool housing that throws a lot of light. It's really neat. So it's cool to see the community kind of like welcome this new attraction and, you know, bolster it up. So it's awesome. Again, if you have any questions about this course, if you want to check it out, you can reach out to me. I am a member of the club now, so I'm allowed to bring guests. But remember, guys, this is a private course, so don't go seeking out to play without being escorted by a club member. As always, guys, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care. Thank you for watching this tags round in a private course. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and other disc golf content. Lastly, thank you to my sponsor. For all your disc golf needs, check out Basket Bashers Disc Golf.